Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Good afternoon, and here we are heading into the weekend, which is going to be very hot and sticky. There's not a lot going on as far as weather until next week. We're going to keep an eye on the Gulf. There may be some tropical activity. Right now, though, we have a lot of sunshine, and it was sunny from the get-go in Kingsville this morning. Take a look at our time lapse. You can see that sun coming up, and then as the daytime heating progressed and that moist air rose, it ran into cooler air and formed those little cumulus clouds. Beautiful sky today with that blue sky and those clouds. Temperature right now at 92 degrees, 16-mile-an-hour breeze in Kingsville at this hour. And as we head to Beeville, 91 degrees, not much wind, only an 8-mile-an-hour breeze in Beeville, and it's sticky, feeling like 109. Corpus Christi, 93 right now. We also have a heat index of 109 in Corpus Christi and only a 9-mile-an-hour breeze. So for tonight, temperatures drop to the mid to upper 70s to near 80 at the Gulf. 81 for the Naval Air Station tonight, but 77 Robstown to 75 Beeville. And then tomorrow, well, it's off to a warm, muggy start and then a hot, sultry afternoon. Temperatures up to 93 at 3 o'clock. That heat index in Corpus Christi around 106. And we are going to have that breeze very light for the early part of the day, picking up a little in the afternoon up to 16 miles an hour. Those are the forecast highs tomorrow. You can see 90 for Ingleside, 96 Orange Grove and Alice. Just a steamy day all around. And even at Port Aransas for the Shrimperie tomorrow, it's going to be quite warm, hitting into the upper 80s with a light breeze blowing. The heat index tomorrow over 100 again. I think we're going to reach up to 110 briefly in a few of our inland areas tomorrow. So another very steamy day tomorrow and into Sunday. Now the beach forecast. We do have a moderate rip current risk. If you're heading to the beach, and I bet many of you are in this heat, if you're going to be in the water, remember, waist deep for adults, knee deep for kids when you have a rip current risk like that. Seas will be waves at 3 feet, and the water temperature is 84 degrees. The temperatures at the beach will be in the upper 80s tomorrow. Very warm with lots of sun. Don't forget the sunscreen. Okay, we have an area in the Gulf we're watching. The Bay of Campeche, forecast models have been indicating there's going to be some development there of an area of lower pressure. And so the National Hurricane Center is monitoring that. And, you know, I've been watching this on the forecast models for the last week or so, and it continues to show up. The big question is, how much will it develop and where is it going to go? And this is just an idea. Today's medium range models were indicating it's going to go north. You could see that area of low pressure developing and then pushing to the north-northeast. Our rain chances here, of course, as you know, they hinge on where that tropical wave goes. If it comes a little closer, of course, we'll have better rain chances late next week. If it stays out over the Gulf, we'll be drier. So again, we have to just watch that, and we'll adjust the forecast accordingly as that continues to develop. Nevertheless, there is a better chance we'll see rain. This tropical activity, these tropical moisture is going to continue with that pattern as we get into next weekend and early the following week. So with that said, there is a better chance we'll see some rain around here then. But for now, the weekend is looking dry. Another thing I'm monitoring is the Saharan dust layer. It is coming in from Africa, and you can see it does make it into the Gulf early next week. Right now, it looks like that dust in the atmosphere is going to thin out enough to where it won't be too much of a problem for us, but that's also something I'm watching for next week. So yeah, it's June, and we often watch that plume of dust move from Africa in the easterly winds right into the U.S. sometimes. Okay, there's your extended forecast then. Hot and humid. Those are the words of the day, aren't they? And they're going to be used a lot this summer. Light winds as we get into especially Sunday and Monday, and the nights dropping into the lower 70s. As we get into next week, it continues to be quite hot, dropping off a little by the end of the week, and we'll continue to keep our eyes on the Gulf. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay cool out there. Greg?